Irvine is one of the most sought after cities in all of Orange County, but knowing the average cost could help you, whether you're a first time buyer or an investor. And these prices can really range depending on where you are within the city. So today we'll be breaking down the average Irvine home prices and what impacts them. But first, I am a realtor here in Irvine, so if you are looking to buy, rent, or sell, all of my information will be in the description below, and I'll also put my number here just to make it a little easier for you. But now we'll get into pricing in Irvine. So the first factor you want to understand when it comes to price is the current trend within pricing. As of right now, the median home price in Irvine is $1.88 million. So by no means is this a cheap city, but as you'll see, it can range from, as low as below $500,000 to above $17 million. So diving more into that is, depending on the neighborhood, you're gonna see that variance in prices. And again, there is a home currently for sale that's over $17 million. So that's gonna bring up that median price even higher. And you also have to understand the market conditions. The reason why it's so expensive is, as of right now, we have a historic low in the inventory in homes. So homes for sale, and it's really just, the housing market is supply and demand. That's it. Everyone wants to live in Irvine because it's 15 minutes from the beach. It's one of the safest cities in the entire nation, and it's just a fantastic city to live in. So if you have a place where everyone wants to live and there's not a lot of homes for sale, the prices are going to continue to rise. On top of that, right now, the average interest rate is about 6.71%. So historically, pretty average to low, but because the prices are so high, it's making it really hard for a lot of people to buy their homes. And the second factor to understand is what type of home you're looking for and what neighborhood you're going into. So for instance, condos and townhomes, for an average condo, you're gonna be paying around $800,000. Again, there are some even lower than $500,000, but that's gonna be, a studio that maybe needs some work. And for a townhome, the average price point is gonna be around $1.4 million. However, you can get a pretty good starter condo for around $500,000 to $600,000 for a 1-bed, 1-bath. So to get your foot in the door in Irvine is extremely difficult, but if you're able to, and once you are, the equity that you're gonna build is just incredible. And for a single family home where you're detached from everything else, the price point's really gonna start at $1.4 million, and again, it can go over $15 million. So you have a wide range. Really kind of more in the middle, you're gonna have the lower price point, and more kind of southwest towards Newport Beach and the Turtle Rock, Shady Canyon area, you're gonna have some higher priced homes. And in these areas, you can expect homes to be around $4 million. And that's kind of more to get into the average homes within this area. Again, it can go above $10 million very easily. So you wanna make sure that you factor in what type of home you need in the neighborhood, because if you're looking for a lower price point, you might wanna understand that you might not be able to get a detached home or even a townhome, but you can get a condo for a price point that you're looking for. And if you're absolutely needing a detached home and you can't live in a condo or a townhome, keep that in consideration when you're looking in neighborhoods. I wouldn't be looking in the Turtle Rock, Shady Canyon area. You might want to look more into the central kind of Woodbridge area there. So what affects the pricing in Irvine? The number one thing is schools. Because Irvine has one of the best school districts in the entire nation, that's really the big pull on why people are moving here. Now, one of the biggest factors is UCI. Again, that's closer to the more expensive areas because it's one of the best public colleges in the entire nation. On top of that, University High School is pretty much right next to it, and that's the top rated high school in all of Irvine, and it's one of the best in the entire nation. So anywhere close to there, you're gonna see a big hike in price. And number two is the Melrose and HOA. So Melrose is basically another form of tax. Now this can raise your taxes per year around 1%. And there are some neighborhoods that do and some neighborhoods that don't. So if you don't have a Melrose, there's a good chance that the prices might be higher because your taxes are going to be lower. And on top of that, if you have high HOAs, your price might be lower. If you have low HOAs, your price might be higher. So those are all things to consider. And if you aren't a fan of big HOAs because that will never go away, you might want to go to an area that has lower HOAs and vice versa. And the fourth factor is kind of the predictions and strategy. Now, before I tell you any of my predictions, know that they're going to be wrong. If someone tells you this is exactly what's going to happen, they're lying to you. So make sure you take it with a grain of salt. This is just kind of what you can gather from what's going on. So like I was saying earlier, it's really just supply and demand. You live in a place that everyone wants to move to, Irvine. There's not a lot of homes for sale. Historically, it's very low. So that being in mind and looking at the numbers the past few weeks, past few months, prices are just continuing to rise. Even though there are more homes on the market, the price is growing along with it. So I wouldn't expect that to decline anytime soon. Worst comes to worst, it might level out just because of the economy, but I definitely do not see the market plummeting in Irvine anytime soon. But again, that's just my best guess and hypothesis, so don't really take that to heart. Now this goes more into the buyer strategy. Time in the market always beats time in the market. So I kind of have a couple rules with buying a home. Number one is, can you comfortably afford the payments? Number two is, are you gonna live here for over 5 years? And number three is, are you comfortably getting these payments? Are you secure in your job? If you answered yes to all three of these things, then you don't really need to care about what the market looks like, because you can get in a home that you like, you're gonna live there for a long time, and you're secure in your payments. So just go buy the home. But if you answered no to any of those, even just one, it's not a good time to buy it. One, if you can't comfortably afford the payments on a home you like, shouldn't buy it. Two, if you're not gonna be here for 5 years because prices are so high and we're probably not gonna see a huge increase anytime soon, like the last couple of years, if you're gonna be here less than 5 years, then renting's probably gonna be a better option for you. And on top of that, if you're not secure in how you're getting your payments and that you're gonna continue getting these payments, then maybe you should wait until you're more secure in your job or in your business. So I hope that showed a little bit into the home prices in Irvine. You can look at the average, but you also really wanna understand why that is and where it's gonna change from neighborhood to neighborhood, from house style to house style, from mellow roof fees, HOA fees. We kind of covered everything. So as always, I hope it detailed a little bit more into price and what it might look like for you to buy a home in Irvine. So again, if you are looking to buy, rent, or sell, make sure you reach out to me. All of my information will be in the description below. But also make sure you subscribe, because I release videos every single Friday on the benefits of home ownership and how to buy a home. So if you want to stay up to date in all of those things, make sure you subscribe. But as always, thank you so much for watching this week's video. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Have a good week. Bye.